Good morning, Seed to Soul podcast. It's your host, Allison Walls. I am here today. We are not in Deja Blue House of Coffee. We are at the Todd County Fair here in Long Prairie, Minnesota. So we thought we would record our episode on location today. So we thought that'd be kind of cool. Thanks to Thomas for doing his magic guru. So we could be here, he can be there, and we are able to still do this. That's pretty cool. Our episode today is episode number 11. We're doing vending, blending, and transcending. My name is Allison Wall. I am a Christian mom, wife, mother, oil lover. I'm a social worker who has a passion for helping people live their best lives. So that's kind of my goal, is just help people live their best lives, right? Today, we're going to talk about transitions in our lives and how we can possibly handle them. We're going to talk about vendor shows and what I do and how I do it. Lexi's going to talk to you about her little place in my vendor booth that she has. And then lastly, we're just going to go over the monthly June promotions because I don't think I did that last time. And I just want to let you guys know how to get your hands on that stuff. Okay. We are going, if there's background noise, I'm going to apologize. There's a cow, and she has a lot of facts that I'm learning. So that she repeats on repeat that I've lived into the last few days. Okay, we're going to start with our AFT reset. I gave my bottle to someone who asked. So now I have to make a new one, but I haven't yet. So I'm going to do it like everyone else. I grab my Stress Away, my lavender, and my frankincense right here. And so we are going to do, what is a negative emotion that you're having this week? Are you feeling stressed, overwhelmed? Are you feeling angry or upset? So we're going to start with that. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling that in your body? Because every emotion holds its place in our body. Are you feeling it in your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your jaw? And what is it? Come up with an image of what is giving you that negative feeling. Once you have those three components, you're going to take a drop of frankincense. It's going to take a little bit longer. A drop of Stress Away. And a drop of lavender oil. Okay. And you're going to rub all these together in your hand. And I want you to think about that emotion. I want you to think about that image and breathe the oil into the place in your body that you're holding it. And just breathe until you feel it complete. Once it feels complete, lower your hands, and then you can rub all that extra oil all over you for all that goodness and smell all day long, right? Okay, thank you for doing the reset with me. Now we're present in our spot. Lexi coughs when she does a reset. She coughs out her emotions. Okay. Oiling her fluffy rabbit that she bought. Today, let's start talking about, like, normally in life, hold on. Let's go back. So I am at the Todd County Fair today in Long Prairie. It goes today until 10 p.m., tomorrow until 5. So tomorrow's 12 to 5. So if you've ever been like, oh, I like watching Allison's podcast, I'd love to meet her, that's where I am today at Long Prairie, Minnesota, the Todd County Fair. Come stop in at my vendor booth. I'm in the Prairie building. And we can chat about oils. You can smell oils. We have some stuff on hand. So yeah, if you're interested and want to learn, and someone approached me and say, you should do classes. And I was like, that's great. Get a group of people together and teach a class for you. So I have had a lot of interest the last few days. And so that's really cool to come and meet people. Okay. We always do a, what am I drinking? I'm not at Deja Blue today, guys. So I don't have a Deja Blue drink, so I'm sad. Lexi said she could get lemonade, but what am I drinking? So I have my mug here. This has my water in it. It has my Ninja Red. It has my daily prebiotic fiber. I have Inner Boost and Balance from Young Living in there, and then sulfurzyme powder is in there, and then I actually did put a little lemonade flavoring in there too, just for a different flavor. And Lexi has some water because you're at a fair and it's going to be hotter today. You need to hydrate. Okay. That was just in tradition. I had to do what am I drinking? Even though we are not recording at our beloved podcast studio today with our amazing coffee, I do.
They have a lot of animals here.
They do.
You go around asking if animals raindrops.
I want to give a shout out to Deja Blue. Thank you guys for being so supportive, and Straight Side Studio 7 for letting us be part of your team and being so supportive. I couldn't do all of this without your support and guidance. So thank you. Yeah. My dad just asked Lexi if she was okay on YouTube, and she said she's tired. We were here until 11 o'clock last night because no one came to shut up the building, and I really struggled to leave my stuff. But we shut it up and she was very grateful. They just it's hard when you're running a fair. So let's talk about some transitions. No, not right now. Okay, so June in my life, and probably others because you're going from school to no school, seems like a transitional month. So how do we handle those transitions? Because sometimes I feel like I struggle to get my bearings. So what do I do to help me stay calm and work through the changes that happen just in life? So I was kind of thinking about that because I was feeling super stressed in June. I was like, let's talk a little bit about that. I try to make pockets of time for me to pray, to ask God for support. I make lists of what I need to do and then prioritize things so that I feel like I'm actually accomplishing things instead of just sitting there spinning. I like to journal about my feelings, about gratitude. That really helps me to center. And then practicing mindfulness also. So just taking deep breaths, also just being in nature, because it is a nice time to go outside, sitting in nature and being in quiet. Grounding is something great. Just walking in the grass and just being present is very helpful to recalibrate when all the big changes are happening around you. Peer support, talking with your friends. Just being with them, hanging out, asking like what's going on, having those friendships to talk to. So those are always great to have, those supports, friendships, relationships, parents, siblings, using those in those hard times. And then just taking breaks for breathing and calming when you're feeling overwhelmed. Don't just push through it, but like notice those feelings and acknowledge them, and then you can move through them. Using the AFT reset when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, using those oils to help with that immediate, like I am feeling stressed out, this is what's stressing me out, and then being able to use the oils to calm down is super helpful. So those are kind of the transitions. That's like the last of last time's podcast that I never got to. So now we kind of talked about those transitions a little bit. But today we are we're really focusing on vendor shows, okay? So as a person who does a business, are vendor shows worth it? That's what a lot of people have asked me. Because it does, there's vendor fees, but then also it takes time. Like you're at the fair I'm at the fair noon to 10 for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is part of it. So yep, you're up till midnight. So are they worth? I think they are worth it because it makes me have connections. I like to do them in the community I live in because then people know who I am. And then when we meet out in public, they know and they can ask for things. So I do really like to do them, especially in the communities that I live in or that I'm around. So I've done seasons of like a lot of vendor shows. And some of them were really worth it and some of them weren't. So I really like to stick with the Todd County Fair. I like doing the Douglas County Fair. we like to do the Taste of Osakas. Those are all places where people know us and showing our presence. So it's really about community and being able to be there to help others. And every year I meet new people that didn't know that I use oils or I do Young Living. So I think it is worth my time to do those. Some of the smaller events, yeah, if a friend asks me to do it, I'll for sure do it. Just to get your name out there, that this is what you do, so then people can reach out to you. So I do think that they're worth it. And I really like to be around people and talk to people and help people. So things that I've learned, because I've been doing vendor shows for, like, we've done the trap shooting, we've done all of this stuff. This year I set up my space in Todd County here at kind of like you can walk in and look around. And so we were talking, Alexis, Remy's putting things on her head also, just because she's copying you.
Hi, Remy.
So I like to invite people into the space. And then, we were at a class me and Austin went to a class and we were talking about vendor shows and just kind of getting advice from other people who do vendor shows. Like Sherry Ross had some great advice. And so I thought it was really good to take that. So I made my booth where people can walk into it this year, and I'll walk around my booth so you guys can see it. But so I thought that was super exciting, just to change it up. And every time you can change up the way it looks. But the more people that can walk in and look around and feel welcome and like touch things, I always want to have things that people can touch, samples that they can do, pamphlets that they can take, just so then they remember what's happening. I like empty product bottles so people can see. A lot of people come in and say, like, I thought Young Living was just oils. And then so I like to display the personal care products, the body products. I like to display the diffusers so people can notice that. Kind of look around. My new products that I use, so I have the Balance and Burn and Burn and Control, Balance and Care. I'm gonna get this. One day I will get that. Samples of the hand sanitizer and the lotions. I have literature on the table this year, which hasn't been a huge hit here. I'll probably try it in Douglas County too. I did like a garage sale table of stuff like I had just had. So people could just buy stuff for sale, like oil holders and stuff like that. Just thought I'd give it a try because it's sitting in my house and I'm not using it. So might as well try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, it just goes right back to my house. Just wait. Just wait. Samples. I like to have samples on hand. If people ask, then I can give samples. A lady was telling me about her shoulder the other day, so I made her a quick roller bottle and said, hey, try this and see if it helps. Here's my card. Let me know. One question I like to ask people is, if there's one thing you could change about your health, what would it be? And so then that gives me a starting point of a conversation. Like, how can I help you? Because it's, again, like I said, I'm here to help people. It's not about me making a sale. This is about me getting oils in people's home that are going to work for them. Okay. So it's about meeting people. And so me asking that question, I feel, is super, super helpful and awesome. Because then I'm just wondering, like, I'm trying to meet these people where they're at and how I can help them to the best of my ability, right? Different products that I like to display. I really like to display my oils. Oh, good. How are you? My oils, my skincare. I always have a starter kit on the table so people can know, like, you can start with this big kit. I have pamphlets of information that people can grab about, animals and oils, babies and oils, cooking with oils, just all the different things that you can do with it. What else do we have? We have oils for men on the table this year. We have diffuser recipes. I have books that I like Betsy Bosom's baby book, a hormonal book. So I have all these different things. Yep, that's a hormonal book. Diffusers, my AFT books. So I just have a lot of different books and resources. This year I put possibly books for sale that I had overstock on if people wanted them. So that's kind of how I like to present my table, and I will walk you guys around. How to share info with people. I possibly take everyone approaches this differently. I just want, like I said, I want to ask people what they need. I want to try to give them a sample, or if they come in, a lot of people on Thursday came in and were like, do you have this, this, and this? So I do keep cash and carry product on hand. I don't have everything because I can't have everything. No, I know. It's Thomas. So I keep cash and carry on hand, not everything that I have. But then if the people want something different, then I could always make them a wish list and send them to my site. So then they could buy it with their own thing and then tell them that if you use my member number, you'll be helping my family, type of thing. So that's kind of how I like to share. I'm not very pushy on it. If they want, like a lady was asking me about her knees the other day, and I was like, oh, I love to use wintergreen on that. And so I said, worth a shot. So she bought a bottle of wintergreen, and I was like, it helps for so many different things. So it'd be so beneficial. Okay. Skincare starter kit. What else do I have? I always have empty bottles of oils on my table too, so then people can smell what the oil looks like. I do keep my full bottles back, and then I offer that to people, but I always keep empty bottles on the table so people can see and just kind of experience. I feel it's best that people are able to experience them. We've done different things. We've done Epsom salts with the oils in it as like smellers and stuff, but it's just kind of cool when they can pick up the bottle and feel it. It's kind of how I have been feeling about that. So yeah, okay, we'll see if I can do this. Morning, guys. So this is how it looks. I'm doing a podcast. So I have a diffuser, and then we did like a double layer stand here this year. So I have my oils up here. I have some nitro. There's a weird thing. Some pain relief, so like the muscle rub and the Cool Azul, some cellulite magic. Over here we have supplements. Our vitality drops, because I just love those so much. And then we have like these little stands for different things. Like this one talks about essential oils from head to toe. Down here in the bottom, we have our personal care products, but then we have like hand sanitizer and luscious lemon, a starter kit, some Lubriderm after sun spray. This is where I kind of put some of our books that we had. I'm talking about some balance and burn over here. We have another book that we actually have for sale. Okay, let's go this way. So this is kind of that garage sale table I was talking about. It's just a bunch of random stuff, but like the Ninja Red sign in the back. Over here
is an Alexis.
She's not for sale, guys. I won't sell her. Okay. I do like my diffusers, and I have them going. So we have Snowy over here, and then these are just like gift bags that I made with like a bath bomb, a chapstick, and an essential oil. Our business cards, which I'm gonna have to grab more of those for myself. Rocks. I display my rocks. Just like roller bottles if people want to make their own roller bottle thing. My other diffuser. Okay, Alexis is going to talk to you about her station right here. I'm sorry if you're getting seasick.
Me and Danica.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, talk away.
I have my bracelets. Those are creamy bracelets are 5. Creamy necklaces are 5. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. Bracelet making is 3, and bath salts are 2. Yeah, my sister done this.
So this is their little table of the corner, or the corner of the table that they get to. And so there's like different little crystal necklaces. There's diffuser, macrame necklaces. So stuff like that. And then I kind of do an information part of the table. feathers over there. And so we just have like pamphlets, little things to grab. I have my wild node sampler stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how we have our table set up. Sorry if I made you seasick. That was okay. Hold on. Let's try to get you back in the thing. This is all live, guys, you know. I'm not gonna drop you, I promise. Okay. There we whoa. Hi. No, Gemini, I don't want to do anything. Weird.
Yeah, weird.
Okay. So that's kind of a little bit about our vendor show. Just what we have set up. And then some big signs to catch people's attention. Yep, it's about Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood. I have people asking about that. And I do have that oil to smell. Okay. Huh? Oh. So this is going to be a shorter episode because I'm here at the fair and it's kind of echoey and loud. Right. So the June promos. Let's talk about that. Anyway, so the June promos. First of all, there is an oil of the month, which is Awaken oil. And we have talked about that last episode. I don't have it. I didn't find it.
I need it.
She needs Awaken oil. Awaken oil is a different blend that was made actually for a convention. So I talked about that last month in the convention. My head is getting cut off. Hold on. There we go. Talk about that last month in the convention podcast. Okay. So go back and watch episode number 10 to learn more about the Awaken oil, but I haven't smelled it. I believe it's going to be amazing though. Another thing that they're offering this month is the 15% off the Cortistop, which helps with the cortisol levels in your body. And they tell you to take it for so many days and then take a break. I like to take it. I do. I take 2 every day, but then I also take
Every day.
I take it until the bottle is gone, and then I take like a month off, and then I start it again. I think this last time I had taken 2 months off, and I just started it the other day because I could just feel that I was feeling more stressed. So I have found that Cortistop is a super helpful supplement for my stress levels. So that's 15% off this month. The other thing that's 15% off this month is prostrate health, which is just helping for men's to help their bodies stay healthy. So it's a great supplement for men, and that's 15% off this month also. There's a bonus gift, and they don't normally do that, so I believe this is for a convention. But if you do a shop order, and I'll unbox that because I did order this. So if you do a shop order for 150 PVs, you get a Young Living backpack with a 5 of Jade Lemon in it. But then there's more goodies, and that's all it says is more goodies. So who really knows what it is? So I'm super excited to get it, and I'll unbox it for you guys. Well, I mean, kind of, because I'll get it, and then you can look at it. How about that? And then, so our promos for the month, if you put in 100 PV or loyalty order, so if you're on our monthly loyalty, and you put in 100 PV order, you'll get a big 15 ml of lemongrass essential oil. And so lemongrass essential oil is helpful for tendons, muscles, any aches like that. So it's really great to put on your knees or anything like that. Great for when you're working out in the garden, and it smells really good. So that's free with a 100 PV loyalty order. Which one are you looking for? Yeah, it's under the grandstand. Under the grandstand, yep. On the left-hand side. Yeah. 200 PV order. It could be loyalty or just a shop order, but you'll get a 15 ml of Aromaseas. Aromaseas is a great oil for your muscles. You've been working out in the garden. It's an amazing oil just for muscle support. And so that's another great one. So if you put a 200 PV order, you get that one. At 300 PVs for that order, you'll get a thing of Ninja Greens, which is a whole food type of supplement that you put in your water, your shakes, or anything, and it gets you that extra greens. Because I know I don't drink enough or eat enough greens. So that helps. It is a little grainy, so I prefer it in a smoothie. Oh, thanks, Theo. Theo liked our tour. He's going to come visit later, guys. Well, that's what Sam said. They're going to do a house reset and then something else. And his nap. And then they were going to come visit. So I was super excited because it'll be Theo's first vendor show. Yeah, and so I'm going to have to take a picture of his first vendor show because that's amazing.
That's what you did with me.
I did. All of my kids grew up at vendor shows, so they just love them so much. They actually fight over who gets to come with. Today's Lexi's day. She had homework yesterday. Yesterday was Danny's day. Maybe Jack will come sit with me one-on-one tomorrow. We'll see. He sometimes gets bored of it. Anyway, Ninja Greens. It's such a good whole food supplement. You can put in. It's a great supplement. So it's worth the 300 PVs. You get all of your awesome products that you need, your toothpaste, your vitamins, your Ninja Red, gets you up to that 300, and then you'll get free Ninja Greens. I did that this month. I'm excited to put that back in my smoothies again. So it's like Ninja Red mixed with the extra greens. So it's really good. What else do you have to say, Alexis? How you've grown up at vendor shows. What do you want to tell us about some vendor shows?
They love animals and champagne beer.
That's just at this one.
Oh.
What about all the vendor shows that you've done in your life? Like, do you like them? Do you think they're fun?
What? They're the ride. Except the elephant one. I'm not a fan of fight.
Oh. We go to a fair amount of fairs in the summer, so then we have to at this one, we did the rodeo last night, and that was super fun. They have a demolition derby tonight if you're into demolition derbies. And then in Alec, we typically do the rides.
There's this guy who was at a bowl, and he was on the horse. One of them kicked up, and the guy went flying.
Mm-hmm.
And then went down. Remy was with us that whole time.
So,
how much is yours?
So yeah, vendor shows are super. I think they're fun and helpful. Do you have any questions? No.
Oh, I've used essential.
Young Living Essential Oils? Young Living Essential Oils. Okay, yeah, awesome. Do you have a favorite one?
It's been a while.
Okay.
What? Now I live on a farm, so it's like my chickens don't care what I smell it like.
I know, but it's good to put that stuff in your chicken's water, and you can actually use them on the farm. No problem.
My sister brought me this one.
Beautiful.
From Costa Rica.
Oh,
I had to think, not Puerto Rico. Costa Rica.
That's awesome. Yeah, ours have lava
I
beads
love
on them to put your essential oils. I do too.
Oh, yeah.
She's bracelet free.
Well, when you get older, you might.
She has options for bracelets. She just doesn't wear them. Like her necklaces, she has 20 of them, but she doesn't wear them.
Hey, you gotta collect something.
Right. See you later. So yeah, that is kind of how things go. My kids have been raised doing these because it's just what we do. I think it's fun that we people talk about homeschooling kids and how they don't have socialization. My kids go to vendor shows and they learn how to talk to people and they learn how to explain things. And so that's when the girls came up with that idea for doing their own bracelet making and the bracelets and stuff like that.
We haven't had any sales yet.
And so I find that helpful that they're able to then explain that. And it's really helped Danica. Danica was the one who kind of sat on the sidelines, but now she'll come and she'll talk to people about the bracelets. Lexi just likes to talk all the time. But that way it helped her come out of her shell, and she was able to explain something that she really liked. Yesterday, she came up with an idea to make bookmarks. So she took some beads and some string and she made little bookmarks that she's going to sell for $2, she said. And so I think that's just a great entrepreneurial mindset for your kids to have. Plus, it helps with money management. They have to take the money, they have to make the change. I mean, I'm there to help, but that's definitely their job. So that's kind of cool. Well, the fair is now open, guys. It's noon. I got people walking through. So I am going to let you go if there's no more comments. Tom, do we have any more comments? He's been popping them up on the screen for me, and I think I've kind of answered them. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. Perfect. He's checking TikTok to make sure we didn't miss any TikTok comments. Okay. Well, I hope that you guys have a great Saturday. If you don't have anything to do today, there is the Todd County Fair. I know the Morrison County Fair is going on too. It's in Little Falls, but then also Browardville Days is happening. The kids are going to be in a parade at 7. I'll be here, but they're going to be in a parade at 7. So it's just crazy busy. I hope you guys have a great summer. Our next podcast will be July 11th. That'll be episode number 12. Let me know if you want me to talk about something special or in particular, okay? I hope you guys have a great day.